right, you need to know this prior to moving out to Sacramento. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Before we get started, we are a group of real estate agents that love making videos and helping you out, but we even love to help you out more by buying or selling a property for you. Hit us up on the number below or hit that 15-minute Zoom call and let's get started. Other than that, let's jump into this video. So these are a few things you need to know before coming out here to purchase your first property. Now, we're gonna actually break this down into two segments. We're gonna actually go into a little bit more of getting prepped to buy and then actually coming out here and if you're actually touring some properties. So first one is gonna be preparation, right? Before you come out here, don't just come out and wing it. Give us a call. Actually, better yet, hit that 15-minute Zoom phone call. Let's actually get on there, come up with a game plan. Let us know, hey, do you have to sell a property before coming out here? Have you talked to a lender? Have we gone through that pre-approval process? Do we need to get that done prior to coming out here? You know, what's actually bringing you out here? Is it a job? Are you just tired of where you're living? Are you local and you just kind of want to shift areas? I think that's one of the biggest things we find a lot of people are doing. I've had so many times where someone calls me up and says, hey, Justin, we just got into town and we don't know where we're going now. Or they start driving around and looking at properties. They don't even know what area they're in. They're completely lost. Same thing, we get those phone calls. Try to help them out as much as possible, but it's so important to make sure you're prepared prior to coming out. That preparation is key so that you know exactly what we need to do. 2, dialing in that area. Now, dialing in that area, of course, is bedrooms, bathrooms, right? Square footage, that's gonna kind of help us, but it's really more about what is your life like? Going back to why are you coming out here? If it's a job, where's that job at? That's gonna help us determine areas that you're at. Going back to the lender, right? Making sure, what is your price point? Let's make sure that we're looking in the right areas that you can actually afford or want to actually afford. What are your wants on the property? What are your needs on the property? You know, do you want to be in a certain school district? Do you want to be in a gated community? These things all help us out, kind of dial in where you should go, or at least where we can kind of guide you to looking. And I think one of the things that a lot of people forget too is you know, what are your dislikes? What can you just not stand? I mean, I know some people that absolutely love being in a gated community in an HOA area, and then other people that are just like, no, if I want to paint my house purple and orange, I'm gonna do it. So keep those in mind when you're moving out to the area, or we're trying to dial that area in for you. Even comes down to, do you like bungalow houses? Do you like ranch houses? Are you just dead set on, I want just brand spanking new? Again, those are all going to help us determine what areas that we should actually go and see before you come out to the area. All right, number 3, this is a biggie, virtual showings. Make sure that you got that Zoom on your phone or on your computer ready to go. I would say 90% of our clients, they don't even come out to the property. They are, you know, entrusting us to go out there. We make sure we put them on a Zoom phone call. If that doesn't work, we'll pre-record it for you. And I'm not doing these nice videos where, hey, we're just gonna show and play some music. No, I'm actually, the whole time, we're gonna get on, we're gonna discover the property together. I'm gonna tell you, does the house smell like a wet dog, right? Is someone smoking in the property? I'm gonna give you all that feedback. We're gonna look under the sinks. We're gonna see if there's any sort of damage underneath there. We're gonna look at the HVAC system and just kind of determine, hey, does that look like an older unit or not? Now, there's no big deal, you know, because we're gonna also have some time with that home inspection, you know, to actually have an actual professional look at these things and determine exact age if we need to, ask for credits for these types of things. And that kind of brings us to, with the virtual, if you're okay with that, you can also come out when we actually schedule the inspection period just to double check, make sure that you're actually okay with the area. But the other thing that both me and my wife do, even after just showing the house itself, we're gonna go around, we're gonna do some filming so you can see the neighborhood. You're gonna see in our area, there's overhead wires. So, are we in an area where you've got some high powered wires? We're gonna show that all to you so that way you can make the most informed decision on a virtual showing. But we wanna make sure that you're comfortable with that, and we wanna make sure you're prepared for that by having different apps set up so that we can make sure that you get the best experience possible. Like I said, we're gonna go through everything for you. We're gonna tear that house apart to make sure that you are picking the exact house that you want prior to coming out here. Right now, another thing that I think a lot of people forget about, and I just experienced that, and that's why we're actually talking about this, is if you do decide to come out and look at houses, be prepared. One of the things I think people actually forget is we are really dry out here. That being said, you are going to get thirsty. So if we're out here, we're looking for houses. Even if you're just out here to enjoy an event, make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you've got your water bottle on you, because you're gonna definitely feel it out here with the dry weather. It's gonna be something that me and my wife and our team, we're pretty much always have a bottle of water somewhere with us. But it is something that sometimes we even forget about, because we're always carrying them to bring extra, just because it is a little dry out here. So it will dehydrate you pretty quickly. Make sure you got your chapstick. And then of course, we're California, so we do get plenty of sun. So make sure you have some sunscreen with you on that trip. All right, last is gonna be make sure, and this is actually coming out here, right? We purchased a house, we're out here. Make sure that you actually have a vehicle. You don't need a 4x4. We're not having snow down here unless you're an avid skier and you wanna get up to Tahoe all the time because we're so close. But make sure you have a vehicle. Sacramento's metro area is so spread out. I don't care which city you're in, whether that's Sacramento itself, you're in Elk Grove, you're up north in one of those areas like Roseville, Folsom, or El Dorado Hills. Everything is spread out. So to get to the grocery store, to get to a hotel, to get to an event, everything is going to be, you're going to need a vehicle for that. So just make sure that you have a vehicle when you get out here. We have actually had some clients that have moved from different cities that once they got here, they realized just how spread out we are. Even Sacramento, just the actual downtown area itself is pretty spread out. So make sure you have that vehicle, because the transit system's okay around here. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's decent. But I would say it's a lot easier just to get in a vehicle and go, and especially with the Uber rides and the Lyfts right now, it's a lot cheaper just to jump in your own vehicle and head down the street. And last one, but not least, is have fun. We know this is a stressful situation. You moving the family out here, moving for a job, whatever that is. We are going to try to make it as fun as possible for you guys as you guys are coming out. This should be a fun process, and that's all comes with that prep. If we prep everything right prior to you guys getting out here, it is a very enjoyable time when coming out here. It's something that I really enjoy doing still to this day, driving out, showing different houses, getting to talk to you guys when you guys come out. So just make sure you're having fun. If we need a break or something, hey, let's take that break and then get right back on it. So have fun. Okay guys, that was it. That is my things you need to know prior to coming out here for purchasing a property. Hopefully you guys got everything out of that one that you guys needed. If you guys have any comments, questions for me or Deborah or anybody else on the team, please leave us that comment. Let us know if there's an area that you guys have some questions on. Let us know. We'll answer those right away, and then we will also, of course, try to get out there and do a film on it. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.